Hello, I'm Loria Cardy, Executive Director of Catholic Charities of Broome County. Welcome to our 2013 Annual Report, Honoring Our Past, Celebrating New Beginnings. In this report, we reflect on the many blessings of the past year and look to the future and new opportunities to serve those most in need. We were able to do this important work because of the dedication and talent of our staff, the leadership and governance of our Board of Directors, and the support of our faithful donors. This report is a reflection of thanks and gratitude to all who have been part of the Catholic Charities story. Our year in review. We can look back at 2013 as a year of continued growth and transition. With the help of our Board of Directors, staff, volunteers, donors, and community leaders, we were able to accomplish many things, including creation of new program initiatives, improvement of our facilities, continued success in fundraising, and work in improving public policy. We celebrated the grand opening of our expanded and refurbished headquarters at 232 Main Street. On July 11, 2013, over 100 supporters joined us in an opening mass celebrated by Bishop Robert J. Cunningham. We recognize the contributions of two past Catholic Charities directors, Monsignor Robert Davern and Monsignor Ron Bill. A community reception was held and tours given highlighting the donor giving tree, the parish giving tree, and story displays about Catholic Charities programs. The Disaster Case Management Program wrapped up late in the year as we continued to help people still recovering from the floods of 2011. By the end of the project, the team had directly assisted over 650 households. The team also distributed over $1.1 million in local donations, including $200,000 of donations from Catholic Charities. In the fall, 3 team members traveled to Colorado to help with the flooding there. The Board of Directors reached out to local parishes and leaders of other faith-based organizations to look at how we might work more closely together in achieving joint missions of service. With the planned closures of the Greater Binghamton Health Center and Broome Developmental Services, staff offered input on the creation of new community services. The agency continued to see an increase in support from donors through the Feinstein Challenge, the Thanks for Giving Turkey Drive, and Harvest for Hunger, as well as other donations. Kathy Paffenbach, our Emergency Services Coordinator, received the highest recognition given to a layperson by the Pope, Pro Ecclesia et Pontifex, for Church and Pope. The agency ended the year in sound financial health despite various funding cuts.
few years ago to take care of my daughter while I was undergoing some, mental health struggles. My parents were very supportive, and my sister, and we actually have joint custody as of now, my parents and myself. My life before Catholic Charities was a rough road. I was constantly, trying to help myself, but you do need others to help you. Now that I have Catholic Charities, I'm on a treatment plan and I'm on the road to recovery. The people with the ACT team that I've met have been so kind and caring and considerate, and they would do anything for you that you would request. I even have a mental health care proxy that I really had any knowledge of, and things that I bring to them, questions, they know the answers, they get back to you quickly if you call them. And they also have an emergency line. If you're in a crisis, they would be able to come visit you, find you, and get through it together. Now that I'm in another crisis, I do still get support from Catholic Charities. I actually needed an appointment to see the psychiatrist, which is through Catholic Charities once a month. And they were right on top of it, suggested it, and it's very good to have those supports. Part of the process that does make me feel empowered would be their vocational help. Even at portfolios, I felt empowered. I had a job, though it was a struggle. Catholic Charities has been a blessing, and my whole family can agree.
It was hard for me for a minute because I ain't had no help for anybody. Everything just went downhill. Like, my mom wasn't there, the family wasn't there, the father wasn't even there. So I was really like by myself. I had the baby, then that's when the DSS, they came to the hospital. They took her. One of the DSS workers said that she don't gotta be in foster care that long unless you gotta do something to get it back quick. I worked really hard to get her back. I did the rehabs, I did parenting classes, I even got a certificate from parenting class. I'm happier now because I made a big difference. Tequila did change my life. She did. She really did. She changed it. Not just me, she changed my life. Because now I experience how to take care of a baby by myself. Well, I ain't have a strong connection with my mom, but the connection I had is from the Catholic Charities and the other programs. I had a connection with them because they understand what the situation was.
I was experiencing really bad anxiety and my depression was just getting worse and worse. So I wouldn't go to school. I would just stay home and kind of just lay in bed all day and not do anything. I was sexually assaulted in March, and that was kind of the thing that put me over the edge. And then I was hospitalized. And after I was hospitalized, I got homeschooled for the remainder of the year. And I told myself and the people around me that I wouldn't go back to Maine Edwell. Catholic Charities helped a lot with placing me in EverTech. The program really pushed me into believing in myself more than I had and making sure that I was placed somewhere that I could deal with and help me finish my education and move on to better things and not worry about the past. My relationship with my case manager is something that I wish everybody could experience. She's like a second mother to me. She makes sure that I'm doing okay. She takes care of me when I truly need it. My relationship with my parents now is a lot better than it was a year ago. And since I've been with my case manager, I feel like we're more connected, we're more understanding of each other, and we all support each other through whatever's happening. I feel a lot better about myself now that I'm at EverTech because I look at my attendance and I'm going to school way more than I was last year. And my grades are better because I'm showing up and I'm paying attention to the teachers and the classes are way smaller. If I hadn't gotten involved with Catholic Charities, I would probably still be missing school. I wouldn't be going to EverTech. I would probably still be at my home school and I wouldn't be attending because I wouldn't feel comfortable in that situation. So honestly, I probably would have dropped out by now. I'm really passionate about music and I'm so passionate about other people and making sure that they're doing okay, making sure that they're not in a bad place emotionally or mentally, and just making sure that they have someone to turn to if they need anybody.
I spent my time with, there was a certain group of friends, there was about 7 or 8 of us, and we all grew up together, and every day we just hang out, and we were going to youth group and all that stuff. And then after high school, I think when we turned about 18, things started going down a bad path. Me and my girlfriend I had throughout all of high school, we ended up breaking up. And then I saw all these people getting bullied and stuff, and it was too much to handle at once. Me and my dad started fighting. When I was going down, I was bringing a lot of people with me. So he couldn't take it anymore, and we both got mad at each other all the time. And so there was a point where he looked at my mom and he said it's either me or him. So I ended up taking off, and I was pretty much homeless for a while. My mom came up to me one time and she's like, "Brent, I can't keep doing this. It's been 7 years." And I looked back and I thought about it and I was like, you're right, it's been a long time. So, and my sister was pregnant and having the baby and everything, and I guess that was the one one thing I needed to get pushed to get better. I was living with, a lot of stuff. I can't even explain it. It was just bad. Wasn't good at all, and I wasn't doing good at all either. And so when Catholic Charities came, it got me on the right track and got me into place. And then from there, they helped me, did work, and got me out and back on my feet. Now I'm just looking forward to, having my life back and being able to get a job and drive and, just have a normal life because I can for once. I mean, before I didn't even think that would be possible. Everything is so much better now. I mean, me and my dad talk and we're, getting along and hang out. And me and my mom, everything's real good with my family now. Yeah, I have a pit bull. Her name is Puppy because it was Fluffy for a while, but when I walk her down the street, everybody keeps saying, "Hey, Puppy, Puppy," so she started coming to that. I guess she kind of picked her own name. Every day I go out on my skateboard and I have her pull me all over town. She loves it. She goes fast. I love animals, but they're not people. You always have to have people, and people are the ones who help me get through everything. So, without the rehab and without the help and without the sponsors and all that stuff, I couldn't do it. I mean, people, they don't give up on you and they're always there. And so I'd love to be able to help somebody else out as much as I can.
Coming up in 2014, we look ahead with optimism and hope that either directly or through partnerships, we will expand the quantity and quality of services that will be available for people in need in our community. The first annual gala, Carousel, is planned for May as a vehicle to launch our endowment fund. This fund is an effort to create a legacy to support our mission, feeding the hungry, assisting people with special needs, strengthening families, and nurturing youth. The Health Home Project, currently serving adults, will apply to become a children's health home so that the children we currently serve will continue to have high-quality, coordinated services. Housing services will be expanded through additional supported housing beds to offset local facility closures. Expansion of Medicaid service coordination is also expected. New collaborations with local parishes and faith-based organizations will be pursued in the areas of youth programming and elderly services, support to area food pantries, co-location of counseling services, and a liaison network. The next generation of leaders within Catholic Charities will be developed by engaging them in a leadership visioning project. Catholic Charities will participate with other faith-based organizations in looking at neighborhood and grassroots issues on the west side of Binghamton by involving residents in working on solutions.